What's up everybody, my name is Vindrick from Cat's Cozy Games, and welcome to a special video where we show you the day that Cat and I got our very first Stargate. Of course, Stargate isn't our final goal. This is a Twist Space GTNH world, so Cat and I will be streaming our acquisition of the Twist token on April 6th. Until then though, we hope you enjoy this base tour and the big moment that we got our Stargate. Oh man, it is go time everybody. Today is the big day. Server is up. But Cat and I have been playing this game for 2 years, streaming it for 2 years, and it's a big milestone. Feels good, man. Feels good. Cat, I mean, should you just like go ahead and just craft the rest of Stargate while we're doing a little base tour? What's up, Cheese?
I mean, I can. Let's go ahead and do this.
It's like if there was any moment to do a base tour, I feel like it's right now.
Yeah.
And while we got some people in the world chilling, right? So, yapping.
Well, so we originally started the world with this area, then came in and built this before we even started the world, just so we had like a little starter village.
Got Tosh's Tavern. We got Red Light Razor's Fishing Shack.
It was awesome. I love that you did this little touch.
Yeah.
It was fun, like coming into the world and like already having like some little lore going on.
Ouiage, the LP plumber.
So this is like where we really had the start of our run. You know, we did all of our Steam stuff over here, and I think they're stuck outside.
Wait, can they not get in? Are you serious?
Yeah, could you guys not get in?
Can you not right click?
Yeah, we did all of our Steam stuff in here. This is like our little Steam ore proc area. This is pretty nice.
Honestly, they carried us to IV, which
yeah,
I wouldn't recommend, but it worked out. It was fine.
So then we come out here, and this is where we started actually getting into Greg Tech, like really fun Greg Tech stuff.
Cat's first foray into LVH.
Yep.
Oh,
LV.
good times.
We did our like basic processing. We got our Claysonia set up over here too.
Yeah, Claysonia was great. Turn that off as well. Need Money 90 was the person behind this setup. But yeah, basically LV, and like we did MV and HV kind of in a similar setup. This was benzene, by the way. So we had a distillation tower here previously. This was like the HV area. This was the first sifter that we got, first LCRs. We had like tungsten processing right here. A lot of like basic stuff. Oh yeah, we we had the clean room over here.
Oh yeah.
Which, you know, we had to come back to for, what was it, like UHV for the biolab stuff. Cat got to experience the joy of biolab stuff in UHV. Chad, if you haven't got
a joy, I don't think it was a joy.
Yeah, no. This is the MV area. Again, like I will be a proponent forever of this kind of layout for initial base, like the initial ages, where you got these little islands that just kind of hold all the you know, like the single block machines. For like auto processing or, you know, stuff you just manually put in here. And then you've got the outer walls to put whatever, you know, all your additional little passive setups and stuff. You know, we got like salt electrolysis here. We had like sodium potassium over here. A bunch of other little things. Yeah, this was this wall was crazy. You had a lot of stuff going on over here.
This wall was absolutely nuts. But I love that we used we had like a chlorine production area over here for so long.
I like these little arrays. Yeah, it was really useful for a long time. And then we were able to like, you know, put applied energistics into it. Big old basement, by the way, that just kind of connects all these things, chat.
Yeah, thankfully it has been cleaned up a little bit. It's not as bad spaghetti as it was.
It's still a nice little serving of spaghetti. It's
just a little.
It's not bad.
Just
It's
a little.
not bad.
But I feel like this is everything that we had over here. We did, if we come this way, like we had like our glowstone farm right here, and that went into the processing that we had over there in MV. We've got like our tree farms are set up over here, but then we've got the brick blast furnace over here. And this was our first Twist multi. This was really cool. But this was so cool. This was like a total beast to get.
The grind. The grind was so real. Our first Twist Space grind.
Insane grind.
Oof.
This is so exciting because it was our first Twist multi. So we were like, oh, we have to get this.
Yep.
Over here was Vin's
something.
Which area?
Yeah. Twist Space multi-blocks are so cool looking. That was one of the things that drew us to this. Like, honestly, the cool factor, even more than the gameplay. But chat, we really enjoyed the gameplay of Twist Space a whole lot. Like, I'd recommend it to almost anybody.
You still have not bred fire off of the bees.
Well, rip Bozo.
Oh no, time burned to death.
No, keep inventories on. You'll be fine. It's all good.
I started crafting up the Stargate blocks the other night, and he was like, "No, you got to do it on stream."
Dude, I love how miniature yellow hearts are going to keep us from getting Stargate on time. That's so stupid.
Well,
that's funny.
so why don't you show off the bee area since we're like on the side?
Yeah, I mean, caution to anybody who wants to come to bees, but we just got a lot of apiaries. I've got a bunch of eye apiaries in front of them, so we kind of upgrade to some of these. These are mostly not being used at this point either. We eventually got the mega apiary going, so that's the main thing we still use. Large fluid extractor for honey that actually ended up being useful because you have this in Twist Space chat, the bee engineer. You put any drone in here. Let's say you have a drone. Time's gonna die again.
Dude, time. Go find the water, man. We're next to a river.
Oh, the bees don't like time for some reason.
I used to have to do that all the time when I come over here.
So basically, you put any drone in here, chat, it makes a princess of it. But it uses like a lot of honey per operation, so you definitely have to like make
that
sure
is amazing, though.
Yeah, this thing is all. You would have loved this in the previous run, cat, for bees.
I would have.
Should we talk about crops? I guess we could talk crops.
Might as well.
Also, not much going on here. We don't touch grass very often, apparently. Dude,
Yeah.
Et Futurum came out around the time. Actually, I think we put Et Futurum into the pack before
We did.
2.8 actually came out. And
it messed with our generation just a little bit.
a little bit. It was fine, though. That was like one of my favorite additions to the pack. I guess we could walk over here real quick. We got a bunch of the, what do you call them? The ecospheres from TwistSpace as well. These things are totally cracked, by the way, chat. Look at that, 148 million seaweed per second. It's so stupid. We could have like really taken advantage of this hardcore even more, cat. But I mean, we were doing fine. This was our prismarine. We were trying to figure out what to do with this for a long time, and eventually we made this covered bridge. I like how that turned out in the end. And then in here, kind of like a sandstone, kind of like
the dinosaur chicken.
Yeah, don't ask. Chat, I was trying to do like some fancy like statue, and then it ended up looking this way. Then somebody called it a dinosaur chicken. And chat, we've got a little like staircase up here. This is sort of like a secret passageway where you can come up these stairs. And I was gonna do like some special little hidden bookcase or painting that would allow you to come up here, but
that would be really cool.
I never got around to it. And that's one of the houses in the Magic District. And so
no, you did such a great job on this area.
This is going to be a bit of a spoiler, by the way, but we can come up here. And the Magic Matrix, this is Arcane Infusion for, maybe I should put the yellow hearts in here, but the Tree of Gondor, because it is Minas Tirith. It inspired the city, chat.
This is where you put it.
Yeah. I thought it'd be cool over here. Yeah. So from like the east side of the base to the west side of the base. And by the way, I cheated that in, chat, because you get when you complete this quest right here, you get a second one. So
free,
yeah. So after today, chat, we're not done with this world. To be clear, it's a twist run. We're not done here.
We gotta get the tokens.
We're getting the tokens still. Yeah. We still got a lot of work to do. In fact, probably way more work to do, realistically. And of course, chat, we have the Thaumcraft building. So we kind of had like two different factions here.
Yeah.
We had the Thaumaturges, and then we had the Blood Mages. And so they have their red flags. So you might see some buildings with like red flags here. And the Thaumaturges have some purple flags as well. And the time died. Oh no. Oh, just rip Bozo repeatedly.
No.
Oh my gosh. And we've still got big stuff made for Stargate right here, Cat. In the Arcane Infusion. But yeah, this was, we got the Industrial Alchemy Tower from Twist. This was really, really good. It does cauldron crafting, basically. And then downstairs was, just some mechanical stuff. We got a V node over there. We did have Essentia bees here previously, providing Essentia. That worked out really well. Although, like,
Dude,
apparently,
amazing.
They're so good. And then I guess we should go over to Blood Magic real quick.
Yeah.
I'll let you continue the tour in just a second, Cat, but I guess since I did all this stuff, I might as well.
Yeah, this is your area,
Yeah.
your baby.
So we had two altars, One was for getting blood. So we had the ritual with an EEC, the Well of Suffering ritual down here, which is, bog standard. But chat, you don't have to do this, but I kind of liked having the blood go into the AE2 network, and then we would spit it out over here, and then we would do crafting over here. With like a, big item filter, whitelist stuff. Renaming really helps with this, by the way. And then we had this. Kat, you and I were so excited about the Bloody Hell. It took, we weren't able to get the final tier, the really cool looking one, till ZPM. But we finally got it.
Took a while.
And this was so cool. Of course, we got our meteor miner up there at the top as well.
I think it's epic.
Yeah, I love this little area. I like the idea of putting it in the water too. I forget whose idea that was originally, but.
And then I think Nova came up with the idea of doing statues near it.
Oh yeah, my first take on statues. This is before
you did a good job.
Yeah, this is much better than the dinosaur chicken. Probably because I did it off stream.
I was gonna say we do have the twist area,
yes.
Our more in game area over there, but I'm gonna take us there later. We're gonna go back up this way.
Go back to voltage progression, basically.
But if we come back over here, you didn't show off the sauna, did you?
Everybody jump in. Water's fine. Water's fine.
Yep, it is fine. All right. I don't think that we have a way down here, so I'm just gonna jump down here.
Okay.
And we've got our ateliers over here, the Hephaestus ateliers.
Alloy smelter and furnace.
Yeah, these are really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I liked what you did with these.
Yeah,
I
didn't want them to completely take over the magic area. And it would be an eyesore, so.
It's out again.
We gotta.
1 second. There we go. I think he was down here. He was coming for us.
Okay.
Right.
Chat, don't do this in your base, by the way.
Yeah, we thought it was a cute idea.
I think it's cool, but man, has been a big pain in the ass for thousands of hours at this point. So, somebody was asking about playtime real quick. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch of other people on here now. Right. 1,500 hours for me, 1,250 for Kat. So about 2,750 hours.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to show off my pretty greenhouse.
Oh yeah, Kat had to have her little oasis getaway with botany.
Everybody's you guys know favorite. I love botany. What is he doing?
You best be on good behavior. Uh-huh.
Now, babe, this is the Botania area, and this was another one of your babies. Do you want to show this off and talk about it?
It's actually mostly underground. Now, there was this right here, the Elven Workshop, which can be either a rune engraver or a mana enricher, or basically it works like a, throwing stuff into the mana pool or whatever. And then this was the new one that got added to vanilla, Synthetic Elven Gateway. So all you have to do is just put an ME interface on here and your recipes. There's no output bus or anything like that. It just kind of works. As long as you can give it mana with the sparks. That is not a portal. That's not a portal, sorry. So we did benzene. This is
our power area.
Dragon eggs, chat. Pretty good. We had
so good.
We had 256 amps of EV, 16 amps of LEV. Not bad. And then we did have a bunch of eggs in these towers of abstraction from Twist Space, but I took them out.
The lightning spires are TwistSpace, and these are absolute insanity. These are amazing.
You can do these in IVH, and you can get 55 million EU per tick out of each one of them. So this carried us all the way until Mark III Naquata Fuel. Or are we going up here now? Oh, yeah.
Might as well go into this area. Look, guys, it's the cake room.
It's the cake room. That was not the intention when you were building it, but then I was like, it looks like a cake. And then she just kind of rolled with it. Yeah.
This is our knack room.
Mm-hmm. I liked the block palette in here.
Oh, thank you.
Kat, across the hall over here, however, was around UHVH, bacteria hell.
Oh, don't we love it?
The Pistane green gym walls were a nice touch for how we felt about this place. It's a raw growth catalyst medium, and seaweed broth, and biocatalyst, and this is stuff you really have to get into starting in UHV. Well, a little bit of it in UV as well, but
I hated this part of the game.
Yeah, the petri dishes in the biolab. That was the worst part.
That was awful.
Yeah,
this is our raox. Hi there, King Cam.
Oh, he's pushing the boundaries. This guy. Mm-hmm.
Remember, I have good weapons. I can kill you very easily.
That's very true. Yeah. You get the sword of the cosmos before you get the ban. That's true.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah.
He should remember from FTV skies too.
Oh, dude, don't mess with Cat. All right, don't mess with Cat. That's true. Anyway, not much to see here. We used a couple twist multis. The twist of this, by the way, is completely cracked. Large industrial coking factory, because this ends up being the biggest bottleneck in doing raox. There are just a couple more things down here since we're already down here. I had a bunch of UU matter machines. Ultimately, we just ended up using a crop instead. The transformium seeds with the fluid extractor from Twist give an insane amount of UU matter. Kat, I'll hand it off back to you.
All right.
You get the baton.
Let's see. Since we're over here, I might as well show off.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got all of the Twist multis. This is our Twist cave.
These were Twist multis we didn't want above the surface, so we just stuck them in here. Now these are coal. These are vanilla.
Yeah,
for components and stuff. But
made so many coal.
Yeah. But Kat, you built most of these, so you know your way around here pretty well.
We've got like our ball lightnings.
Do the laser engravers.
Beamline was good until like recently, and we just need so many. And the beamline, we just could not get it to. And we weren't the only ones. I think Value said that they had a hard time getting beamline to work towards the end game.
Yep.
So
you end up one ticking things in the beamline. There's no way to like increase the speed.
Yeah. So this ends up so much better, making like a huge array of laser engravers.
This is one of the big vantage points that I was like kind of, building toward or like building for. And I really love the landscape of the city along here. And there's our double helix or quad helix. Yeah. Space scalers, which are very overbearing, but you know what? It kind of adds some flavor. I don't mind those to be. The aqueduct. Yeah, we put a lot of work into like this particular vantage point. Didn't get all the buildings finished, unfortunately, in the city. But Kat, do you want to show off a temple? Because you created this building, and I loved what you did with the interior. It was so unique.
Thank you. I did something very different with this with how it was like spiraling down.
MC Escher like staircase.
Yeah,
kind of. I like it.
But I really did enjoy this layout. It kind of reminded me of in Neo Tokyo, we had the Zenitentiary. We had the multiple floors so we could keep all of our machines in it. It just made it nice to just have like a catch-all machine room, I guess. Yep.
So we had auto crafting and passive stuff in here for a while, and then it just became passive after a while.
Yeah, we tried to keep all of the single blocks like up here, and then we were trying to do like all the multi-block passives down here. And then these were more like real lines. Like we've got our baby plat line over here, benzene, and
plat line was over here, and this little like unceremonious hallway was like all of plat line and all of monazite line.
Yeah, it's like just shoved in down a random hallway down here.
Yeah, which got gutted just for TPS purposes. But
yeah. Oh, look, Lori, the rat hole. It's another home for you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too. So I was laughing at it. But yeah, I think I'll go to the chapel.
Yeah, so the chapel was our autocraft room, which was the outside was undecorated for a long time. I eventually did this, and then the rest of it kind of,
I thought you did a really good job decorating this, though.
Yeah, I was trying to go off the same theme as the temple, and we got all of our 16 assembly lines, the normal assembly lines. This world was very unique in the sense that there's basically no advanced assembly lines, which you would normally have like a universal advanced assembly line. You have dedicated advanced assembly lines, but thankfully with Twist, they do offer a solution to that, like UEVH, where it's just like a one-stop machine called the Matrix that we'll go look at in a second. And then Kat had a bunch of precise assembler arrays right here, which worked really well for a while. Oh my gosh, yeah. I kept calling it a UMV, and Kat just took my word for it. It was definitely UXV. Oopsie.
Oh. I got him.
Okay.
I was overkilled by Suki no Neko. I mean, we do have like, I didn't show this off, the crazy crib.
Oh yeah.
Monster that I made over
All
here.
All of these different recipes and stuff over here. It's nice. I kind of like this array.
Whee.
Kat, I really want to show off my building next. Which is, if we go back to the town center, chat, it's like just a little bit to the west. And it is up here on this tier. Oh, by the way, there's our first fusion reactors in the ground right there.
Yeah.
And we did we had some Mark 1s. I think we turned them into Mark 2s. And then we never really made a Mark 3. We always like just skipped straight to the compact Mark 3, which made sense. But this over here, This, as far as the buildings go, other than the magic area, I was most proud of this building right here. This is for Orprock. Oh, Stopper found it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, this is where we did all of the different like subnets for different processes. You got centrifuge, forge hammer, macerator, ore washing, sifter, all the stuff. And then you use advanced stocking input buses with those. I like the signs there, end of the line. Yeah. So we had, this is where like all of the the finished products would go. So.
By the way, I think some Stargate quests are going to pop in just a second.
Oh, all right. I almost forgot we're doing Stargate. Right. That was the whole point of today. I'm just having fun going around the base. The ring blocks. Yeah. All right. Stargate command. I tried to make each side of this building really unique. You know, it's really hard when you're making like a huge scale building like this to kind of make it look different on each side. I had like the water feature over there, which spilled into a pond area, which was kind of cool. You know, but trying to keep the same, you know, keeping it thematically whole, but at the same time, every area different. So this I kind of like fashioned after each subnet below it.
Once I close the screen, we are completing the quest for Stargate.
Dude, all right, let's do it. What? How?
And that music, courtesy of 9, man. It's here.
All right.
Can you believe it?
Let's freaking go, dude. All right, we're gonna go put that together pretty soon, chat. Don't worry. We'll get there. Oh, what are those quests? Wait. Yeah. Oh, it unlocked. Okay, the factory must grow.
And see you next time.
Hold on, we have to take a look at this real quick.
Oh,
they want you to make another one.
More Stargates.
All right. The Celestial Council. Okay.
Wow. Oh, this will help us. You get 8,000 Giga Chat tokens. We need these for the
Dream Master token.
The Dream Master token.
Yeah. All right. Here's what we're doing once we get Stargate, chat. We're making Twist token. Twist token requires 64 Dream Master tokens. This is actually, I think, the hardest part of the whole thing, because the number of indistinct tentacles you need means you need like 300 billion Universium, white dwarf matter, black dwarf matter, just to make 64 of these. And there's the Giga Chat token for that as well. Yeah, the requirements on this are absolutely insane. But here's where the Liquid Stargate comes in, chat. 50,000 liters of Liquid Stargate, which is basically the equivalent of 50 Stargates. Minus like the Stargate base, so it's not all of the Stargate parts, but like the ring and the chevron blocks. And then there's stabilized void matter. It's like a bunch of dusts and fluids. We'll have to see how difficult this is in the future. And then the other difficult part, I guess, is just the UXV flask. 100,000 of each UXV part. And then you need to do the same for UMV and UIV.
Rexy's up there, but it seemed like someone was stuck here. Lori.
What's bro doing? Are you okay?
I don't know what he's doing.
You stuck, buddy?
Real fast, we did not show off the Netherite building.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back over there.
Or the Eye of Sauron.
That's true. Yeah, we didn't look backward.
You guys want to see that?
Yeah, dude, there's the Eye of Wood from TwistSpace, which you get in around EV age, realistically. You know, you can actually make a ton of lava for it through Thaumcraft, through Everburn Urn. And, you know, since we were doing Minas Tirith over here, Flat Pancake Minas Tirith, also Venice Catrith, we have the Eye of Sauron, Sauron's Wood, over here, looking beyond. And there's our Eyes of Harmony as well, chat.
Yeah. I thought this building was so cool, though. You'd never done one quite like this before.
This was very challenging, because I was trying to make these like little curved like tendrils like coming off of the two towers. It was around Halloween time. I think it was Halloween evening or something like that we got this building. So
it was, it was like right at Halloween.
Yeah. And if we take off night vision, it's spooky stuff.
Does the portal actually work?
It actually works. Yeah.
You can actually go.
You can actually go through it. Yeah. But yeah, the Nether interface, chat. This is from TwistSpace as well. Basically, the TwistSpace rewards you for completing the Netherite line. It rewards you by giving you the Nether interface, because you need a bunch of Netherite to, you know, invest into this thing. And it just gives you free nanoparticles, which is definitely not fast enough for Endgame, but it takes you pretty far. You need to use the QFT eventually. We come over to, I guess, the chapel area, and then we come out here. We see our little, like, I wanted to kind of repurpose some ruins for the rockets. We've got our entire rocket collection right here. And then we had our first little nano forge. Very cute. You know, before we had to make a bunch, before we eventually got the deployed nano core, chat. And the deployed nanocore, which is like our double helix monument right here. Yeah, this replaces the nanoforge. Probably even better than the nanoforge tier 4 in vanilla now. This thing's absolutely insane. And then you go further forward, and then you start to see the fusion rings, right? We had to do the whole fusion ring tunnel thing again because
yes, we did. It was so good.
It's too cool, right? It's such a good idea. Now we ended up not having as many fusion rings as normal because we had something called the ball lightning that took over from Twist. And then I had this idea of just having the little firefly jars hanging.
I love this idea.
Oh man, and dude, by the way, chat, this is where the Stargate is going. But we could go ahead and walk over here. Like, this is definitely some in-game Twist stuff going on here. So this is the artificial star. This is what makes us all of our power. You can look at the controller, chat. The tooltip. 1e to the 20 EU per tick. E to the 20 is 100 quadrillion. Or sorry, quintillion. 100 quintillion. So we're around 125 quintillion. Something like that. Yeah. Just the sun. Yeah, this is totally normal. And so the way we're powering this is with antimatter fuel rods that are being made by this thing. The Schmag, as Shmev, who I think is still on here. Yes. Yeah. Named this. It's called Strange Matter Aggregator, SMA. But
dude,
we make it
look how far down you have to go with this. I'll fly down here so because you guys can't fly.
This thing is only half the length that it's going to be, chat. Just for reference. And it's still going.
Yep, just keeps going.
Going. Speaking of ball lightning, by the way, chat, this is a completely nutso cracked fusion reactor. So this replaced all of the fusion rings. This basically instantaneously will do like, metastable oakenescent. It'll just do 100 million or 1 billion, just like that. Just no problem. Just like a second or something. The stuff in Twist is definitely overpowered, but it's like such a nice reward for all of your all of your trouble.
Ardath asked, how many blocks do you have chunk loaded? We've got just over 2,700 chunks claimed right now.
Chad, this is our 64 DTPFs, which was very fun. And then we got the ultimate bad boy over here, the Mark II DTPF from Twist Space,
so good.
Which basically just instantaneously does any recipe. Chat, let me... well, I think I can only do 2.1 billion at a time. There it goes, chat. 2.1 billion. Yeah, and boom, it's done. It's done.
See,
just like
when
that.
we had all of these going and we would call up Infinity, it still took forever.
Oh yeah. We had convergence on some of them. Definitely not all of them.
Whereas, we got our space elevators over here.
Space elevators. Yeah.
I love this one, the Miracle Top.
The Miracle Top that does circuits. That thing's actually insane as well. These are like basically chem baths. What else do they do, Kat?
Autoclave,
yep.
Yeah, autoclave. And then they've got one that's actually called a Crystal Infiniteer.
Yep. What?
You were totally caught, Wolfpack. What are you building?
What the hell is bro doing?
It looks cute though, whatever it is.
He's making a mark on the world. What the hell is that?
That's so fun.
Chat, we've got the QFT oil drilling rigs, offshore drilling. Doing
I thought this was so cool, except for this
one. We don't know why, chat. We don't know why. It's
we did everything to try and fix it.
But it's happy to see you. So that's all good. Oh yeah, Miracle Door, by the way, is replaces the Mega Alloy Blast Melters. And this thing is just instantaneous as well. Yeah. Because MABS, you end up like in a normal world, you need to make like 64 MABS to get by. Black hole we had to use for a while for like eternal singularities and stuff, but eventually the space scaler, which is a compressor, just kind of took over. You get some upgrades to this. You put some Gallifreyan parts in here. I guess I can't really see them.
Space scaler.
Yeah, the Gallifreyan parts, and then eventually it does it all. You don't have to worry about the black hole anymore, which is nice. Oh, we didn't go to NAC fuel, chat. I think NAC fuel was something I spent more time diagnosing and fixing problems with than anything else in the game. And that's just kind of the nature of NAC fuel. There's so many moving parts to it, so many ways you can screw it up, so many throughput issues that you can potentially have. I definitely learned a lot about NAC fuel from this. But yeah, now we're just making NAC 5 for Stargate craft stuff. But this was 80 large Naquata reactors. Kat, can you think of anything else? I mean, we can go to the main control center. I don't think we've technically been in here.
Go up to the control center.
This had a lot of screens for like void miners and fluid drilling rigs. But eventually you get space miners and, space pumps. So all those are offline now. But we have our big number.
Our level emitters.
This is definitely a big power number, chat. This is 10 to the 20 was 100 quintillion. So y'all tell me what 10 to the 26 is. I don't actually know.
We can go out here to see our cube.
Oh yeah, the 82 cube.
We've got.
I like this design a lot.
The 4 cardinal directions each take a different path to different stuff. But then if you come down, whoops, didn't mean to go that far.
Oh yeah,
down.
there's like a big yeah.
We've got our AE stuff down here, our fluid storage is here. We've got most of our AE stuff is down here. We didn't show these off, the Indistinct Tentacle.
These are what probably made Stargate pretty easy in the end, in the very end, because these basically do assembly line, component assembly line, and then assembler. There's also a precise assembler version that we didn't do.
Yeah, which we didn't do. I kind of wonder if we should do it, and I still had to finish upgrading this.
We probably should.
To UXV casing.
Yeah, we probably should do all that.
We just wanted to make sure we got Stargate stuff first.
Chat, this makes every recipe 1 second once you soup this thing up with an astral array and stuff. Oh yeah, Genesis, this just makes concentrated UU matter, a special twist-based fluid that we can then use in, oh yeah, here's our beamline. That we can then use in this, which makes us all of our water, the super water purifier. And so this is just a nice, basically you avoid the integer limit that ends up happening with stocking input hatches over here with normal water line. So we're able to make more water than usual. This is kind of a newish addition to TwistSpace, which is definitely very, very nice to have. Kat, I mean, I feel like it's time. What do you think? Anything else?
Yeah, I think this is everything.
I'm pulling up my YouTube tutorial for this. Then I think we should be able to turn this thing on. And we got to install OpenOS, install. Put blocks in here. Make it look nice, kind of blend into the floor. All right, Rexy was here. Why are you serious? Y'all could right click on this. Okay, don't do that. Okay, Stargate control.
I don't understand anything. No habla inglés.
AKLMC. And we dial it up. Kat, are you ready? It's happening.
Yeah, I love that this is happening on a blood moon.
All right, blood moon time. Let's go. Here we go. Chat in 3, 2, 1, mark. Right? Insufficient energy. You stupid little son of a bitch. You ruined my moment. Hard to argue with. Well, get out of here, King Cam. You're in my way. I'm very irritable right now. No, I'm just kidding. UMV 64 amp. Bind to input.
Time, man. Time's died like 5 times today.
MVP. Most deaths on the server. I think we got it now. You ready? 3,
Thank you for asking, Patch Guy.
2, 1, mark.
And then.
Right?
And then.
I don't think I need the iris upgrade. No.
Mike, I want my time back.
All right, here's the capacitor bank. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right. And it's got power. All right, Kat, are you ready for this? 3rd time's a charm. All right. It's happening in 3, 2, 1, go. There it goes, dude.
Dude, it is working. So what, do we go through it?
No, not yet. Not yet. Have you ever watched Stargate before? Even I know this. You gotta wait. And there it goes. There it is, dude.
Why didn't it work? Okay, there it is.
Probably lag. They're all lagging. And there it is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
Man. I mean, the journey's not over, chat. But what a journey it's been. I mean, Kat and I streamed GTNH for 2 years before finally getting to this point. Although we will be oh my god. Oh my god. Mr. Nibbles.
Mr. Nibbles, you madman.
It's been a wild ride. Congratulations and thanks for all the streams. Here's to many more.
Yo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nibbles.
Thank you for always being here as well. This is incredibly generous. Vin's sacrifice. Oh yeah. All right, Kat. Yep. I'm ready.
Let's sacrifice the Vin.
I'm ready.
Woo.
Okay, there it is.
He has been sacrificed.
There it is. All right.
Obliterated by Suki no Neko. I had to do my evil laugh.
Hope you all enjoyed that. My computer froze. Or my game froze.
Dude, this happened the last time I killed you with the Sword of the Cosmos. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, anything else, Kat?
No, I think that's everything. Just, I'm just, again, so happy that everyone was here with us today. Thank y'all very much. Yeah. It was great to share it with you guys.
Thanks for the decorations as well. All right. See y'all soon.